Hello friends, this is Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today very excited because today I have a good news to share with you. What is the good news? What are the details? I will share everything with you. But before that, a small request, if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. And please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. If you are an aspirant of coming to Canada or your file is going on for Canadian immigration or visa, this is the channel you should be subscribing onto. So without further delay, let's move on to the good news. And what is this good news? This good news is from IRCC, which came in very recently, that IRCC has approved 4 new English language tests. So this is a great news for students and parents. So this news will take a lot of their load from their head. Now, what is these 4 tests? Before I go into and tell you about the test, let me explain you what is SDS, because these tests are used only in the SDS category. SDS, which is called Student Direct Stream. So Student Direct Stream is a very privileged kind of category. It is an expedited category where you can come quickly to Canada as a student, and earlier it was just 7 countries, but it has now, the list has been expanded to 14 countries, which includes of course India, Pakistan, China, and here is the list right in front of you, all the 14 countries. So the question is, under SDS, what are the benefits? Now SDS, as one thing you already know, I have told you that this is expedited, really fast. So faster processing is the first and the foremost benefit. It is processed in less than 30 days, in many cases even 15-20 days. But 30 days you will get most of the responses back, yes, no, very quickly from IRCC. So financial documentation is also less, and also priority is given. So this is kind of a special lane, priority lane, and already the DLIs, the designated learning institutes, they are aware of this and they have uniform processes all across. So these are the benefits of SDS. Now the requirements, the eligibility requirements, I have covered all this in detail in my other videos, but here I am quickly touching upon what are the requirements. Letter of acceptance is required, medical exam is required, GIC of $10,000 Canadian dollars is required, IELTS is required, and tuition fee. First year complete tuition fee paid receipt is required. Of course, your educational transcripts are required. So these are the broad top requirements. I will be touching only IELTS. So IELTS is one of the key requirements, most important must-have requirement. IELTS is an acronym, International English Language Testing System. This is one of the world's most popular English tests, and you need to have, when you are applying, your IELTS transcript should not be more than 2 years old when you are applying, and you should have minimum 6 band in each category. There are 4 categories. In each category you should have 6 bands. So this is the this is the broad requirement, that 6 bands are required. Now IELTS academic is always preferred. It is like on the list of preference, it is topmost, but you can also go with IELTS general too. So already 2 IELTS are accepted, IELTS academic, IELTS general. What is new? So what is new is that, but before I move on to what is new, let me tell you the problems with IELTS, because without knowing the problems, you will not appreciate the new change. So IELTS has lot of problems. The first problem is people are not able to get the desired score because 6, 6, 6, 6 in each category are required. Sometimes students are able to get 6 in each, but one they get 5.5 and they can't do anything. So this is one problem. And then availability. It's so popular, test dates, locations are not available, and that is why people have to wait. So another problem is cost. Not just popular, it is one of the costliest tests. So it's costliest test, that is another problem. When something is popular, when the stakes are high, corruption will happen, cheating will happen, manipulation will happen, bribery will happen. All this are happening and government is aware of it. So that is why 4 new tests have been introduced. One more problem which is inherent and built in IELTS is that the speaker can be from anywhere across the world. Why? Because it is international English language test. And the problem with this is, if the speaker is an Irish speaker, Chinese speaker, if the speaker is African speaker, Russian speaker, they may be speaking English, but the accent is the problem. When they are speaking in an accent, you may not be able to catch everything. So that is the problems with IELTS. Now let's look at the 4 new tests which have been introduced. CELPIP is introduced. It's a Canadian test, Canadian English language test. So CAL, Canadian Academic English Language, again another Canadian test. PTE has been introduced and PTE Academic, and last TOEFL. So TOEFL IBT test has been introduced. So these are the 4 new tests which are introduced. Definitely with the introduction of these tests, it will take away a lot of load from IELTS. People will have more choices. Corruption will reduce, manipulation will reduce. You will get easily the test dates, this or that, and of course if you're not able to click in IELTS, you can move on to the second one. Try the second one. So with these 4 tests available, there is one commonality, one common point which is there, rather 2 common points which are there in these tests. What is a common point? All these tests have 4 modules: listening, reading, writing, speaking. All of the tests come, you have to do all the 4 categories, and these tests you have to go in person at the test center. You cannot do these tests from online sitting at your home. No, you can't do that. You have to go online, you have to go to the test centers. You can't do them online. So this is the common thing between all these tests. 4 new tests plus 2 IELTS tests. 6 tests have been introduced already. So there are lots of choices: IELTS Academic, IELTS General, and CAL, CELPIP, PTE, TOEFL. 6 tests are available now. Now, when is this starting? This is starting very, very soon, August 10th, 2023, this year itself. And now, the last question, which is, what are the scores needed? So for CELPIP, you need CLB 7, and for CAL and PTE, you need minimum 60 score, and for TOEFL, IBT test, you need a score of 83. So many people who are sitting in the express entry pool, if you have IELTS General and you are, say, less than 30 years of age, coming as a student is not a harm. You can do that. You can come as a student if you have the scores and your IELTS scores are good, or you have other scores like CAL, CELPIP, you can come through that and come as a student. That is also an option. So again, if you need to discuss your own case with us, you can book an appointment. More than happy to do that. And once again, our office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number, everything is shared right here with you. Very important thing, if you have still not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Our team puts lots of effort in bringing all this information to you. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.